Sorry, folks, hang tight. Technical difficulty here. One momento. Terribly sorry for the wait, folks. Bear with me now. Folks, I'm terribly sorry. We're having some technical difficulties here. I'm trying to get into the dev build. And, yeah, technical difficulties. I hate to keep y'all waiting. I'm so sorry.
I can't
Okay, let's talk about stress for a moment. That was stressful. Holy, and I'm glowy, and you know what? I'm just not even in a place to deal with this. I'm sick. I'm gonna be coughing in your ear. Can't seem to shake this. I'm so sorry, chat. Man alive, what an absolute, like, if you're ever in a position where you're live and things go wrong, you'll know what I just felt. That was absolutely maddening. Big shout out to our QA lead. He saved my behind there, although I am very behind. Let me get chat up here. I'm so sorry, my friends. God, that's just frustrating, isn't it? I don't even want to look to see how many people have been sitting here waiting for me to get my act together. Welcome, everybody, to this week's Hunting Launch. If we haven't met before, well, we certainly met now. My name is Jaxie Beard, and it's my privilege, my pleasure, to be able to mess everything up and try to bring stuff to you here today. Oh, my goodness, wow. If you haven't caught the news, there's a new pack in town. That's right, we dropped it this morning. The Ambusher pack is on its way, and dare I say, yeah, I think you guys are probably a little bit surprised by this one, right? I think you'll be a little bit surprised by this one. What is going on with the screen tearing off to the side here? I swear to God, somebody gonna get a beating. Let's just go with that and deal with the rest later. Okay, over the next couple weeks, I get to show you guys, provided I can make my game work, what is happening with this Ambusher pack. We're going to go over the collar today. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to throw it out and see it in action. Next week, come on back. We're going to take a look at the weapons and what they're all about. And there's a little twist on all of this. There's a little twist.
You've got the hunter sense.
I do.
Follow those tracks.
I will follow those tracks. So let's just get into this because, we're 20 minutes in and I haven't been able to do or show a thing. Now I have to be careful what I do here because I'm so unprepared. This is an ancient save of mine. I don't even know what I've got. Wow. This is back when Verhunga first came out. Yeah, I may have screwed my save up in the process of the scramble here this morning. So let's just get to this. We're going to go to the store. We're going to scroll down to the lures. Are you guys ready for this? This is a little crazy. This thing here has blown my mind. I really did not expect something of this level to land in our game. In my mind, in my digital hunting mind, the only comparison I have is in the Hunter Classic. And with that, you know what? Let me just show you. Let's see what we can do with this. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of... Look at this. I'm rocking the 338. Do you know how old this is? TK, what's up, brother? How you doing, my friend? Lovely. While I'm setting this up, my apologies for last week, guys. I wasn't able to get the streams going. I had a reaction to some meds that they put me on, and now here I am with all kinds of craziness a week later. But we couldn't miss this. This is extremely important. So let's take a look and see what this looks like. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I'm still getting used to this. Now, let me give you a little bit of info with this. You can place this collar one person per reserve. So if you're in single player, you only get one for reserve because it's extremely powerful. However, if you're in multiplayer, you get one per player. The possibilities with that are endless. Yeah, but again, that's something for the community to explore. It's pretty neat. Now we'll take a look at some details on it. Let's just get it down and let me show you the interface. Right? It's kind of cool. I don't know what you would expect from this, my friends. But as you can see here on Virunga Savannah, you've got more than a few options on what you can call. Truly, I think this one's one of the most tantalizing here on Old Africa. Right? Being able to pop this down and being able to get yourself set up and literally to ambush animals, predators, and get it's absolutely mind-blowing. Now, let's just say we go ahead and we set that on there. It's going to give us distress play. It's activated, okay? It's activated, and now, whoops, we can walk away. And were there lions close by, they would absolutely be here picking this thing up. They'd be moving in. We could sit over on the side. We could ambush these. I mean, I think the ambusher pack kind of says it all. I'm just saying. Remember the E-Color Classic used for smaller cats? That's what I thought, Phoenix. When I first heard that we were doing this, I kind of lost my mind. But thinking that it was just going to be for the predators, coyotes and fox and such, lynx. And I was happy with that. But, I don't know what, I'm not going to have it unlocked on this map, but I'm just going to go, or on this save, I should say, but I'm going to go there because there is a surprise that comes with this. This blew my mind. I think this will give a lot of folks reason to head back to Mississippi. And maybe we can see this do much of the same over on, say, Emerald Coast. But you know, big shout out to all those testing on here that have put a lot of time and effort into this, a lot of time and effort. It's something completely new that we're bringing to the game, and I think this opens the door for more possibilities. Could this tentatively lead to bait sites down the line? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, maybe I'm a little too hopeful, wishful thinking. You know how it goes. Can we see new weapons? That is for next week. Yes. You come back next week. We're going to take them out. We're going to take them to the range. We're going to field test them. And we're going to show you, I think you're going to be surprised. I think you're going to be surprised with everything from the scopes to how effective the rifle actually is. And skip this. Hopefully I can just run to a location with, well, really, I can show you just simply by doing this. Let's go ahead and deploy this. Do you see what's on there, my friends? Can you see that? Should I pull that a little bit closer? Take a moment. Take a moment to absorb what you were seeing on screen. Like, let's go. Let's go. What's going down? Stream is buffering? Oh, that might be a YouTube issue. How are we doing over on Twitch? I still show everything as fine. This has been a heck of a day, let me tell you. Are we good? Has everybody got me? Give me a heck yeah if you can see me. Okay, we're back. We're back. Seems like YouTube had a little bit of a blip there. My friends, you see what I'm showing you right now. This got me so bloody excited. Like, man alive. Now, currently, we don't have this on the Salties. I think that there's a very good possibility that since this is here, that this may happen. But I don't know. I cannot confirm. I won't deny. But this is absolutely mind-blowing. So what we know about this so far and what we were able to show you is any animal that has a collar is usable through here, with the exception of the American alligator, which I think is awesome. I'm just saying, this is legitimately game changer for a lot of folks. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, you're still going to have fun with this. It's such an interesting way to hunt. You know, one of the things I've really enjoyed in this game has simply been the collars. It's how I use collars IRL. You know, I don't get me wrong. I bounce around and sometimes I'll do a grind and all, but I'm quite fond of using collars to bring animals in. And there was a time where you would use the collar and they would go to that location, same with the spray, but that is no more. And so this gives us the opportunity, the possibilities to literally set up ambushing. And what you can do with this in multiplayer, I don't even think I need to spell that out. I think that's That's pretty clear. If you want to head out with some of your best friends for a hunt, and you're each going to bring one of these collars, it really does bring Mississippi back to the game. It really does, Alpine. Like, you know, I mean, low key, this is such a gorgeous map, and it's challenging. And I do see folks out there hunting on it when they want to challenge themselves. But it's not a shooting gallery for the most part. There's a few spots. It's certainly not a shooting gallery, and you know, it's got its challenges. I need to make sure I've got this up and on, and while we're running here, because I don't have anything on at all. I was so scattered. Wow, I don't have good stuff with me here today. That's great. Let's just oh, and I dropped the 338, and I have the nitro. Okay, well, we're bow hunting, I guess. We're bow hunting. We got the 243. The collar's down there, and that's going to be good enough for now. Yeah. So let's see. We're set on 7. I haven't tried it with the alligators yet. Well, it's not entirely true on this account, but I'm currently on my dev account, which is why I don't have anything. Yeah, you're fleeing. I know. You actually like Mississippi a lot. I love to hear it, Sammy. I really do, because it really is such it's a challenging map. It's a fun map. Oh, I'm on the wrong side, so that guy's probably not going to want to come. Yeah, it does seem that YouTube is having some issues over there. If you've had some problems, please make sure to hit the refresh button, and you should get back with us momentarily. So we don't have an electronic collar. That's right, Mr. Whiskey. It's a little mind-blowing. It's a little mind-blowing when you actually get a chance. Now, I've used this on the red deer. I've used it on whitetail because, like, quite frankly, you know, I want to see how our grinder is going to use this. And it's definitely viable, but I'd like to see what folks are going to do. You know, you can get out there for that authentic hunt. You can find the perfect location, set it up to ambush. Like, for instance, I think maybe I set it and move it over here. Do I not have binos with me? Jeez, for the love of Pete. I don't even have binos on me. There we go. We had a guy calling at us. Now there's one over there.
You ever stop and think that alligators are 65 million years old?
Now, the restrictions, because obviously this is an extremely powerful tool, and I can't stress enough, you can only have one per map. Now, that means you can go and take them and drop them on all the other maps, of course. But one per map still, what you're going to do with it. Now, okay, I know some of you are probably wanting to see. Let's take a closer look here. So, attraction strength is 30, and your range is 200 meters. So, you're an average on a collar. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. I feel maybe that should... Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. That will definitely work. I guess I have to go into the store really to get you much more detail. We'll take a look at the weight. It is quite heavy. It is quite heavy. I don't believe it to substitute regular collars. Like, I did see some chatter in the Discord this morning. Folks were like, oh, well, I mean, what if I just run around and don't use any collars at all? I just take this out. You could. I don't believe that's its design. I believe the design is supposed to be, you know, a specific style hunt, more that ambush style. Let's go ahead and let's just put it down here. Look, you can actually rotate it. That seems different. That's cool. Get a good look at her. It's cute, man. It's like an iRobot. All right, these guys are not happy. I'm tweaking around over here. If there are 4 players on the map, they must have each won the DLC. Yes, you would. Would have to own the DLC. It's just like owning weapons and such. You know, you can get onto other maps within the game if you don't own it. And whoever's hosting, if they have the quad, for instance, the ATV, you don't have to own it, and they will absolutely be able to use it. But this is equipment, and that is completely on the individual player. The caller is omnidirectional, yes. So it will call from all sides. I mean, I'm kind of spooked. I don't know if I'm going to get anything to come in. I was set up, and then I had an issue. With my save. Oh, everything's wrong for my settings too. Normally I push my button, my button's come out. I gotta hold it. This is a really old setting. Lenny Nibiru, how's it going? Good to see you, Mr. Foster. Hello, hello. It will be very good for Red Fox. Absolutely. Cryptic, I hope not. We haven't released the actual, or we haven't announced the actual release date yet. We're not far away. We're not that far off. You guys know the drill. Typically, once we start showing it, we're at least inside a month. So soon, my friends. Make sure that you're in the Discord and that you've selected the Call of the Wild role. This is how you make it happen, Captain. You got to make sure you've got that Call of the Wild role if you want the notifications in the server for Call of the Wild. And it's where you're going to hear all the news first. And of course, follow us on all of our socials. Twitter, X. I'm just going with Twitter until I'm told otherwise. And of course, Facebook and so on and so forth. Does it spook on placing? These are things you're going to have to test. You'll have to test them out and see what you think. This is going to be so good for tree stand hunting. Imagine the possibilities for elk hunting on Layton. And there was leading into, I guess, that kind of segues to where I wanted to go with this is I think this will change tree stand hunting. We all wanted tree stands, and they're viable with certain species in certain areas. However, it's not as good as it could have been. Whoops. See? Let's get you on here. Come on now. Yeah. Here. Baby call. I dig it. All right. So let's just see how we go here, because there was one reasonably close by. We'll try and get down low. If he was right there, he's smelling me for days. And I don't think I have. Oh, what else? Oh, I do. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and throw some of that on. Used to use this like it was going out of style back in the day. So it changes each map, or just get all calls inside. It will change each map that you head to. So I'm going to move even further back because I'm ruining my chances here. So whatever reserve you are on, it will show the available species to be called. It's that simple. It's plug and play straight out the box. Set it on the ground, select, and go. For some missions, this is game changer. For some hunting, this is game changer. Not just missions, but yes, you're very valid point. And something I hadn't considered too much. Okay. Let's see if we get him in. I can't get the dirt off my face. It's kind of cool. I'm sorry? No, not muted. You might be muted. Yes, you might be muted, Grimmark. Very realistic sounds. Totally won't put the collar in Croc territory and set it to quail. That would be fun. Play with it. Have a good time. I'm very interested to see what the community does with this. It's, oh, look, he's on aggressive. Ha! So if you're aggressive, are you not going to bugger on over there? Now, I should actually have this up here. Let me just go ahead and put that on. I am in a dev build right now. There we go. And I should have that up on screen. Oh, man. Talk about a train wreck start of this stream. I broke things. And I apologize for keeping you all waiting for so long. It's completely thrown me off. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this back up while we're waiting to see if that guy does move in. So we could bounce around the maps if you want to see what it looks like on each reserve. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a lot of unlocked. We're going to have to listen through the initial stages. I should maybe... No, I'm just going to do it. Let's bounce around. Okay, see, let's go. Well, really, what, I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I think you guys have got a pretty good feeling on what's happening with this here. What's that all about? Oh, spammity spam. Yes. Currently, right now, we don't have any more localizations being worked on. Definitely would like to see more of that in the future. By all means, in the Discord, make your suggestions. Could you pull up the map, please? Yes, I certainly can. As you can see, I am as fresh on this save. This is an old save plugged in to my dev account. So all of the newer maps, pretty much from Mississippi on, I haven't been on with this one. So it's unfortunate trying to bounce around. Rev will be crazy. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, you muted the tab, Grimmer. Echoworth, what's up, brother? That would be yes. Oh yeah, you could use this completely to ambush, man. But there's a reason they called the ambusher pack. I see the possibilities in waterfowl hunting and having everybody with you, all your friends out, everybody having one of these collars on Rev and Thule down to that little island and just layer that island up with these things. It could be absolutely wild. Plus, having your own collars would be pretty cool. So. Don't believe that guy's just sitting there aggressive, or did he move in? Awfully dark. Because it's end of day. All right. This with the 7mm in game? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, check him out. Okay. We're in a bad spot here. Unfortunately, no matter what I do with this setup right now, they're going to smell me the whole way in. Let's get off this map. Big thing I just wanted to show you is that the alligators are available on this collar. And that is just... It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. As a longtime player in the game, I think that's what I'm excited most about this collar. I mean, straight up and down, to have something like this come to the game really is quite game changer. Let's see if we can pop over to Silver Ridge. We started a good spot there. As the attractions stack with other collars. You're going to have to test a lot of this stuff out. We're not going to pull the curtain back and show you everything that's hiding behind there. You guys, when you get this in your hands, will have to test out things like if you will have more attraction, how that will work. Yeah.
Welcome to where I call home.
Good for waterfowl. Just need a dog to go with
roaming
it. Fetch your waterfowl.
was...
Yes, that would be nice. Hey, Caitlin, how you doing? Welcome.
I hope you got a chance to grab a big breakfast before heading out.
I did.
There's a lot of ground to cover, and it's
All
tough
right.
on an empty stomach.
So as you can see, you're going to get to certain reserves, and
I'm sure you'll be glad to know that I
again,
already have a job for you.
It's wherever your collars are available for will be available on this list. So you know what to expect when you hop to each location. It's going to be quite powerful, even for the elk here. Being able to pull the elk all into one location for the black bear, if you want to get onto those grinds, lots of options. Something else, man. Because I'm curious, how close does it need to be to change from one call to the other? I see what you're asking. Certainly. I don't have stats on exactly how it is remote, so you can move a good distance away. I have not tested to what extreme, and I don't have that in my notes. So basically, you're putting the Hunter Classic best options. No, not at all. Completely different game, completely different studio. Colors, they're not unique to one game. I do like, though, that they gave this its own identity in the fact that anything that has a call is up for grabs here. It would be nice to see certain other things make it in. Absolutely. But you're not getting bison on the list. Holy, we got a lot of bison in this opening field right here. We might run into some fun. Okay, let's take a look and see. Can we pull it up from here? I believe we can. Like, I actually think we can go. I gotta turn those tips off, but yeah. We can change it. from there, which is kind of cool. We can see the sound is playing. Now you know it's active at the caller site. That's kind of neat, honestly. I believe, and again, testing is required, but you could be on the other side of the map and toggle with it. So, this would go hand in hand. I'm just gonna say it, but this would go hand in hand with some trail cams. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I can't on this map because it's not. I guess we could bounce over to Leighton and give that a test. Here, I gotta go pick it up again. Actually, that's a good segue. Let's grab this and take a look. We got asked, what is the price in game? Let's go to here, down to lures, colors. If you want to buy more, you only get the one. Is that correct? Let's see. Let's leave this on this map. And let's head over to Leighton. So that's how far back this save goes. Bison don't have a collar. I'll admit I was a little hopeful because also the alligators don't have a collar. But I guess IRL there is ways to draw in alligators. Okay, so I have this with me. Now before we bounce back, let's take a look. Let's go back down here. It's pretty heavy. It's about five units. You can see right here, 5. That's pretty heavy. But again, depends how you're going to work your loadout. Depends on what you're going to do and how you're going to hunt. I don't believe this is going to replace all your collars, depending how you hunt. I mean, if you're just treating it like a shooting gallery and you're bouncing from lake to lake, you're not using collars. This would still be useful because you can turn it on, set it and forget it. Leave it in a location, carry on in your rotation. And then if you had multiple people on your map in a multiplayer, you have to be pretty trusting if you're on a Great One grind. You could then set that up in multiple locations. So there's definitely quite some usefulness to it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, bicycle would have been pretty neat. The guns you can come and see next week. Come on back. We're going to field test them. We're going to take them out to the range. We're going to put them through the paces as we always do when a new weapon comes out. And we're going to field test them. We're going to take them out and see how effective they are. I can tell you that it's surprising what the new lever rifle can do. I'm quite happy with it. I'm quite happy with it. Is it the new meta? No. But that's obviously by design. We never want to create a new meta. But nonetheless, pretty cool. What up, Bottom Boy? How you doing, man? Good to see your name. Welcome, welcome. Bayou Deputy. Hello, hello, sir. Any other Grand Slam turkeys? It would be fun. It would be. It would be. Yep, yep. Any talk on food plots, baits? Not for all animals, but the few animals you can bait IRL. There's always talks on that. And I think a lot of it comes down to, it's working your resources, working the bandwidth, as the team likes to say, and also what the most requested features are to come to the game. Because we're at a point where, we've been trying to put stuff together for you as best as we can to make the game that you want to play, that we want to play, right? That's it's kind of nice for myself being so into the game that I get to see these things happening and give my feedback to it. I think the collar is a very good addition. It's something I've wanted for a while, and I'm glad to see it come to the game. I really can't wait to get out there and put it through its paces and see what the community thinks. Only thing I've really done with it is some testing and making sure that I can use it and so on and so forth. But I've seen a lot of feedback on it. I've seen a lot of feedback on it from our testers, and so far it's been good. It's been really good. So I'm really excited to see what you guys think once you get your hands on it. The cosmetics and the weapons come back next week. We're going to cover all that in one big fell swoop. Kind of goes nice together. We can look at the new weapons and then we can put the new cosmetics on them. There are 3 packs coming out. 3 packs, in fact. There's which is very, very cool to see the addition of more and more cosmetics as everything lines up. We have the just making sure which ones are happening, which, where, and when. We have the Medved Taiga cosmetic pack, which is actually really cool, as you would expect with those winter tones. The Verhunga Savannah cosmetic pack and the Parky Fernando cosmetic pack. So more info on that coming soon. We'll make sure to push it out through the different appropriate channels. But what we're showing you here today is the Quist Red Pro electronic collar. And next week, we'll go over the Marathi model 1894. If you haven't seen anything about it, it's a lever action, and it's pretty cool. It does share the ammo with its counterpart, the revolver, the 44, but it has the classic design and it's rail-mounted optics, which is nice. And yeah, it's got the True Vision tritium scope. Holy, let's just talk right today. And of course, the power of the 44 Magnum. It's got a nice range. It's what you're able to take with it's kind of a nice spread. I think you guys will be into that. And if you're into bows, well, the Stenberg takedown recurve's pretty cool. Now, I'm not a big bow guy, but I'm actually looking forward to putting this one into my grimy bearded paws, because it's a little, from my understanding, it's got a lighter draw weight to it. So we'll see what that translates to, and we'll have some fun with that there next week. Someone said it looks like a Claymore. Honestly, self-destruct feature. It kind of does. You know what? You're not wrong, bottom boy. No. You're not wrong. It does. You kind of expect it to blow up on scene. I just, I kind of dig, just, you know, you get to each reserve. It's very intuitive on what it is. You know, you don't have to do it. It's so simple. You click, you set it, you forget it. Bada boom, bada bing, right? What? Another lever action? Yes. Arguably the least things we have in the game. I don't know how to read that comment. No, you cannot. My man, TK, you can't have more than one out. Your buddy can. It's 1 per player per map. So if your buddies want to come out onto your reserve with you, they can each have one and you can have one. And yeah, you carry it around with you and off you go. So we'll just put her down and we'll take a better look. So depending where you go, different reserves, obviously, you got more options. You know, it's kind of cool. I could see where people just getting started, this might be handy too. You don't have all the packs. You know, you want some of the different bird collars and such. Looks like your Fox Pro. It's kind of like the design they did with it. I really do. And, you know, it's got the calls down pretty well.
I'm in a farm, and Robbo's own land is north of here.
If this guy, come on, I appreciate the story. It is a pretty good one over here. But, yeah. 5 is pretty heavy, of course, yes. And remember, it's not a design to say, okay, I'm just going to leave all my colors at home and I'm going to run around with this. You definitely need to be thoughtful in how you do it. So the idea being is you would set it up for a hunt, set it in your hotspot location, get it over. You can turn it off and on from the fly. You could be on the other side of the map and turn it off, turn it on, you know, switch things on the fly. If you're in a fallow or you're in a red deer zone, you know, and because their drink times are so close to each other, you're going from one to the other. You don't even have to move it. You can just, boom, set it, push the button, forget it. Right. Yeah, I'm going through right now. Yeah, absolutely. Jettison, great minds think alike.
These tracks, you can follow them, but don't forget to also look up and observe what's in front of you.
As you would expect from the other callers. Can we go to Revzili Coast? Give me a moment. Oh, Shigoki, that would be a great addition. It really would. Let's go down to Javin. What did I miss, Schrader? What did I miss? More colors. Yeah, more colors would be nice. What are we asking? I'm sorry, I'm missing so much in the chat. No, crossplay won't happen, unfortunately. Unfortunately. We would love for that to be an option, but we would have to completely rebuild the game. And at that stage, why not make a new game? There's a lot of life left in our game. We're not done. We've got more coming, as you can see. So definitely things we need to make happen first. Huh. What's up, Leg? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Bye. Welcome, Jeremy. Hello, sir. Yeah, that would be nice. Absolutely. You know, I keep saying to you guys, the power community, y'all need to get together on things in the Discord and not just go in and make your own and then it's the 100th post of the same thing, because then it's diluted and it's just not going to be apparent. You guys need to get together on this stuff. The power of community is mind-blowing. I can't begin to tell you. Okay, somebody had a request to go check out Reventuli and see what we've got over there, because yes, I understand why. I understand. Alexander, be patient, my friend. Be patient. What we think we need is a 6.5 buff, even if it comes at the cost of its accuracy. Love the gun. Love to see it get much more powerful. Yeah, and we've had this talk before. If you buff one, what do you do to others? I don't think you're wrong, though. I think the 6.5 could use some love. But there is a balance, and with our ballistics being our own, they don't follow real-life ballistics. There is that to consider, right? It's always quite easy to say, just do this, but there's often ramifications when you do. Here, let's go ahead and just drop this over here. Maybe they'll come on into the main lodge. Come on in for a party at the lodge there. Are we calling our moose right now? Get him in here. A little later in the day. Yes. Okay. Am I not far enough away now? There we go. And here we are, my friends. I know you were really dying to see the lineup of the fowl, and here they are, including the upland game birds, which is pretty cool to have them all on here. And even the raccoon dog, the moose, everything. This has got a big list, as you would expect on Reventuli. You know, some maps, it's really gonna shine. Like, really, really gonna shine. Are the ibex able to be called with this? So, without me jumping to every single map, you're gonna have to check it out, obviously, when it's released. But what I can tell you, with the exception of the alligators on Mississippi, they are the only exception. If there's a caller in game, there is a caller on this electronic caller. You know, is this gonna make you the best hunter in digital format? Well, I mean, maybe, yeah, it's quite possible. I'm just saying. No, it's not. It's all how you're going to use it. I actually like what it'll do for my hunts. I'm very much that ambush style hunter. I love using the collar. I know for myself, a lot of folks like watching that. They like to see those hunts. You don't know what's stepping out of the bush. That's what this is it will excel at. However, if you're a grinder and you really want to make use of this, you get onto a map, go to your hottest zone, drop this bad boy down. It's going to draw them all to a location. Try and set it outside of that hot zone and see what happens, right? Often a lot of lakes, a lot of areas that have a lot of zones, have a lot of animals just sort of outside. You can use this to group them together. And I mean, if you're real creative with it, you can actually move animals around zones. I'm just saying. Stopping dog would be amazing for pheasants. A stopping dog, a retriever, you mean, for pheasants? I'm not big. I've never hunted with a dog IRL. I've learned about all my dog hunting here through the game. I do agree. We definitely need more dogs. What was the decision to add an alligator call on this collar? It was a decision that was made. I don't have the devs sitting next to me, unfortunately. Bob Tart to be able to pick their brain right at this moment. You have to forgive me for not having a better answer on that one. But I do believe what had happened was through the course of our testing, one of our testers had suggested that this would be a great addition, and that it is actually out there, and that it's a possibility. But even were it not, to be able to add that to our game, we're not trying to be the most realistic. We want it to be the most enjoyable, and I think it opens the door for a lot more things down the line. I truly do. And I hope I'm not upsetting anybody with that comment. Sometimes when I give an opinion, man, I get surprised when I jump into Discord and I see how people take things. I mean that innocently enough. They just want to make it an enjoyable experience. So I've seen some questions. Why don't the Salties have that on there? I asked the same thing, and I don't have an answer for that. I actually think that maybe that's something that will happen down the line. I think it's a bit of a, I don't want to say experiment per se, but perhaps we could call it a little bit of an experiment, and how this would look. Here, let's go ahead and well, because we're hold on. I don't have much time left. I should have paid more attention and got onto this. My only complaint is I have to stop to fire it up. And my wind is terrible here. Once again, my wind is no good. Welcome, Wachowski. What's new? Oh, nothing. Just this incredible little electronic color coming to the game, my friend. It will help with missions, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. So if we get that, is that far enough? Possibly. Okay. Let's let that thing blast a little bit here. I did see some moose over there. What, MT? What are we saying? I'm not even sure what we're saying. You can see my... This has been a struggle for me today, my friends. The show must go on. Show must go on. But, yeah. I'm not feeling well. To everything that happened at the beginning of the stream. And thank you for those that hung around and stuck through to be able to see what we were showing you here today. Those struggles were completely on my end. I completely own it. And big shout out to our QA lead, who once again, after hours, went above and beyond and well, he talked me off the ledge. Really did. My wind is terrible. My wind is I mean, yeah, he comes right down to the edge, but it doesn't look like we're gonna catch him. He's a little far out, and I'm out of time. And honestly, I'm not gonna complain about that. It was a struggle. But next week, my friends, we're gonna show you the two new weapons to come with it. We're gonna put them through their paces. We're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna see how effective they are, and we'll see where they go. What will the price be? The average price, you know, we've you know, in some areas we had no choice but to bring up to current prices. Those areas were way below what current prices were. It's how things were working with Steam, and so we had to bring those up for those that were in those areas. Yeah, so but it's not, we're not doing any big hikes. There's no, here, we're keeping everything down as low as we can. So this will cost about the same, give or take $1 sort of thing from where it was, I would imagine. And then be the same with the cosmetic packs as well. We try to keep everything as accessible as possible to all of our folks out here because, hey, it's a thing, man. Community makes the game, and the game's made for community. So come and check us out next week. I'll hopefully be feeling better by then. Until then, keep it real, my friends. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the Discord what you guys think. Get some of the feedback going. If you guys are happy with it, if you're not, you know, keep it within reason. Don't keep it like, you know, we want bison calls. Well, that probably won't happen because that's not a thing. But maybe you could. Go ahead and put that in there. I ain't gonna say nothing. I would love to see it. I would love a bison call. Okay, it's really hard to pretend that everything's great. Guys, I'm going to call it right there. Thank you all so much for coming out and hanging out through all the madness. And I will see you guys next week. Tomorrow. Yeah, we're words. Much love, my friends. Much love.